Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys how to play the support role and make it fun. So a lot of you guys don't even play this role because you think that it's a babysitting role and you don't really do a lot of damage, so it's not a really fun role. But in today's video, you'll see how strong a support can be, and we'll be playing Mina as our support, and we'll be playing so aggressively and none of the enemy team would be able to stop me. And I'll also be giving you guys a lot of tips on how to not play the support role and how playing in this playstyle will impact your team in a positive way. So if you're new to the game, make sure to watch this video till the end because you'll get a clear idea on what the support role is. So ultimately, when you're forming a 5-man team, you'll know what your support should do, and you'll also know what you should do when your support is playing like this. So Mina is one of the strongest supports because she does a lot of damage by herself. So she's not too dependent on her team to do all the job because she can go herself and kill the enemy marksman, which you'll see a lot happening in today's video. So before we get into the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you like videos like this, make sure to smash the like button so that this video gets recommended to more people. And with all that out of the way, now let's get right into the match. So as the support, the first thing that you have to do when you get into the match is to buy the elemental gem. Now I'll tell you guys what this elemental gem does. If you are in the last spot of your team in terms of gold, you will automatically be getting 8 gold every 10 seconds or something. I'm not sure on the time, but you will automatically be getting gold if you have this item. So as a support, it is best if you don't take a lot of gold from your team, because if you have more gold, this item won't give you free gold. But if you have less gold, you will be slowly getting gold if you have this item. And one more thing that this does is that it stops you from getting the gold even if minions die right next to you. So usually if a minion dies and you're close by it, you will share the gold with the teammates who are with you for killing that minion. But if you have this gem, you won't do that. So that's really good. And see what I do here. I attack the sage buff and also the small creep. The reason for that is, if Mina gets attacked, she will get these stacks, and when she gets 10 stacks, her first ability will refresh and it will deal true damage. So it will also give me a lot of life steal. I'm getting a lot of life back whenever I use my first ability, and I got both the creeps, but I'm still at full HP. So this is what you should do when you invade. Attack both the creeps and then make both of them attack you, and you will be able to use your first ability a lot more. Now I got those two and I am going for the red buff, but Kha'Zix was on the way, so we try to poke him a little bit with our first ability. And Violet is also coming to help Kha'Zix, and the mistake that she is doing is she is shooting me. You should never shoot a Mina with a marksman, because every time you shoot, she will be getting her first ability back. See how much lifesteal we have. And this is a mistake by me. I went to get a kill on Violet and Zata got killed, unfortunately. So never do that. Always be wary of what your teammates are doing. See, the mistake that these two, Lubu and Lorian, are doing is that they are using their normal attack on me. So every time an enemy uses a normal attack on Mina, she will be getting those stacks, and when she is at 10 stacks, she will be using her first ability and she'll be healing a lot and also dealing a lot of damage. So that is why we were able to get the double kill. And now I'm back to the blue buff again. So this is just like the invade strategy that we did in my previous video. So watch what is going on here. I am not even going to the abyssal lane, nor the mid lane, nor the bottom lane. I am only playing very aggressive in the enemy jungle because I know that I can fight multiple heroes. If they are attacking me, I can just attack them and heal. See, again I am doing the same thing. I aggroed both these creeps, and since both of them are attacking me, I am getting a lot of life steal. So we were able to get this, and this time we gave the blue buff to Zata because he is our mage, and this Tachi tried to fight us, but he had to retreat because he cannot win us now. Now we'll go back to the mid lane, and then we can think about what we can do next. But as you can see, I'm not even going to the top lane. So all the enemies are here. They just took the abyssal dragon and we are fighting now, and see how much life steal we have. Lubu tried to attack us and then he realized that it is impossible and he just retreated. So the whole enemy team is here. Bright goes under tower, which was a mistake, and he died without killing anyone. And since I'm getting poked a lot by Violet, I also had to retreat, but still I didn't recall immediately. I'm looking at what I can do now to help my team. And since Zata managed to kill who's the Tachi, I can now recall because the fight is over. So as a support, never recall immediately. You can, if you have like 2 bar of health, you can wait and see if you can do anything to help your team. And then if the fight is over, or if you won the fight, or if you have lost the fight, and then you can recall. See, I'm not helping Yan right now. The reason for that is because he doesn't do any damage in the early game. So if I go and stand with him in the abyssal lane throughout the match, it is going to be a loss for the whole team. Instead, I can play very aggressive and still I'm not even dead even once. So this is better than just standing in the abyssal lane, right? So never stand with your marksman just doing nothing in the abyssal lane saying that you are protecting them. So what you're doing is you are bringing down your whole team, because Mina has this much potential and a lot of other supports do. Mina doesn't have a lot of stun, she has damage, but there are other supports who have a lot of stun which will help you play well with your mage. You can stun the enemies and let the mage do all the damage. Never support the marksman unless they are getting terribly beaten in the lane. Then go with your mage and help the marksman. Never support the marksman alone, because the marksman is only going to be useful in the late game. So don't help the marksman in the early game. So this is the best tip that I can give you for supports. Roam with your mid laner or your assassin. Never stand simply in the lane doing nothing with your marksman. And here I died to Tachi, and you saw that he used all 3 of his abilities, even his ultimate, to kill me. But in the end he only lost the tower. Omen took the tower because Tachi was busy killing me. It's never a good idea to kill a support with all your abilities just to get the kill, and he also lost a tower for that. So that's a really bad trade. Never do that if you're any laner. Killing the enemy support is not good unless they have more than 3 kills and it's a shutdown. And see, even now, even though the fight is happening in the bottom lane, I didn't go there immediately. Instead I came to the mid lane first to take the marksman with me. So I know that the fight is lost and Zata will surely die in the bottom lane. Even if I try to go there, I wouldn't be able to go there on time. So what is the use of just walking all the way to the bottom lane and then doing nothing? So I just go to the mid lane and then we are going into the enemy jungle. Bright overextended before us. He engaged first and that is why he is dead. And now we are going in. See how much lifesteal and damage we have. The enemies are literally just running away from us. They killed Bright without any fear, but I am just a support, and when I come they are just running away. So that's how threatening Mina is if you know how to play her, and if the opponents don't know that their normal attacks are giving her stack. So these opponents, I think they are not aware that they are the one who is making me strong. Only because they are using a lot of auto attacks on me, I am able to use my first ability. I am just spamming my first ability in the middle of them. See how much lifesteal we have. We are literally chasing them away from their own jungle. So this is very good for the other teammates. Now I'll tell you why. Since see, Violet is also here, Lorian is also here, Tachi is also here. So Yan can farm in peace. No one is going to stop Yan from farming, right? So Yan can use this opportunity and farm a lot. Like I told in my previous video on how to get gold, if your team, you are the marksman, right? You should know that you are not going to do anything even if you go to the team fight. See, Yan is doing literally 0 damage right now. So no one wants him to be present in the team fight. That's the truth. Even if Yan comes to the team fight, he's not going to do anything. So what he can do is, if I'm playing aggressive and all the enemy team is going to fight me, he can use this time as a golden opportunity and go and farm the other lanes. So this is what he should do, and you will see how much damage Yan will be doing in the late game, because he is very free in the early game. Like no one is really going and killing him in the abyssal lane or in the middle lane. He can just farm both the lanes with the mages, and I am always in the enemy jungle and all of them are always planning on how to kill me because it is very hard for them. See, again we are back in the enemy jungle, and see Violet is here, Lubu is here, and Tachi is here this time. And see what Yan is doing. He is safely farming in the abyssal lane, and only Kha'Zix is there, and Kha'Zix won't be able to kill Yan easily. So Yan cleared the abyssal lane. Now he is coming to the middle lane. I'm saying all this by looking at the map. So what I'm basically saying is, I am not directly supporting him by standing in his lane, but I am indirectly supporting him even more than directly supporting. Like, my presence in the enemy jungle forces the entire enemy team to come and attack me and fight with me, and this leaves Yan very free to farm up. So here another fight broke out, and we are still alive, and Yan is also alive, and we were able to kill all 5 of the enemy team. And in our team only Zata and Bright are dead. So Bright was a new player. I think this is like his 5th match with Bright. He doesn't know what he is doing that much. We were trolling him. We were changing the heroes, swapping the heroes, and then finally it landed on him for Bright. So we never play matches very seriously. We always try to have fun with the game because we've been playing the game for a very long time now. So now we took the second tower, and now I'm going to the bottom lane. See how I will heal myself up. I pull all these minions, all of them are attacking me. See how fast I am getting these stacks, and first ability, boom, full life. I don't even need to recall and go to the altar. And Omen, see, Omen is fighting at 1 HP against 2 enemies, and he killed Lubu and he survived. So that's how powerful Omen is. You will need a lot more damage to kill him because his second ability grants him literally 70% of damage reduction. So that is insane. And now here I am bullying Violet under her own tower with a support. Like I am like an assassin right now, or more like a warrior. I am not playing like a support at all. And see, Violet and Kha'Zix are trying to attack me, and my lifesteal again, and Zata comes in time, but Violet was able to flicker and escape. But we made them retreat so that we can get this tower. And now Tachi is here, and he is using his ultimate, and he shouldn't be able to do much. Yeah, see, Yan is dealing damage now only because he has been safely farming this whole time. And here again it looks like another team fight is going to happen, and we used our second ability and pulled enemy marksman Violet through the wall, and since we killed her first, their team won't have a lot of damage now. Now Lorian is the only source of damage for them. And here you might think what I am doing is stupid, because I just literally tanked 4 shots from the tower for nothing. But what I did there was, you saw Zata diving into the tower, right? If you haven't seen that, go back and see it again. Since Zata went into the tower, I will stay inside the tower just to tank a few shots for him. But still he died. But if he didn't die, it will be helpful for him to get out of the tower, right? I am the support. I can take a lot more tower shots than Zata. So because he went in, I am just taking as much tower shots as I can, but I should also not die. Never sacrifice your life to save someone. That's not how the support role works. I've seen a lot of players do this mistake. They'll be like, okay, kill me, don't kill my teammate, and they'll just lose their life. No, be selfish. Only if you're selfish, you can win. If you're too selfless and if you just go in and sacrifice your life all the time, ultimately it is not good for you. You can do it once or twice, but never always give your life to save your teammate. But see what I did there. I took 4 tower shots, and when it brought me down to 1 HP, I came out. So I also didn't die, and I was also able to support the team. So this is how you should ideally play, instead of just going in and dying and saying, I am the support, I will die for you. So that's not how you should play. And again here I was fighting Lorian, but I was not aware that he had his ultimate back, and he also had the Arctic Orb, and Omen was killed immediately, and we died to Lorian's ultimate. So that was unfortunate. I think Omen and myself were the only 2 players left in our team. And see, the enemy Violet was saying OP Mina. So if you don't know what OP is, it means overpowered, because we are doing the most damage and he can see it. The only person who is threatening that Violet right now is the enemy team support, and that is Mina. So this is how you can play support. You should threaten the enemy team with your stun and your crowd control, and in this case with our damage and our ability to pull. No one should ever think that you are a lame hero, you're just a support. That mindset should be removed. You should play that aggressively, and only then you are playing the support role properly. So the whole enemy team should always try to avoid you all the time, because if they get hit by your crowd control ability, your team will jump on them and kill them. So you should be that threatening as a support. Now immediately after I respawned, I went to the Sage buff again, and see Lorian, Violet are here, but our Bright is dead. So we don't have maximum damage in this fight, and there all of them are too tanky, and Zata's ult didn't do anything to them, and only Omen and I are left. But my sustain was not enough to keep me alive, because they were just too tanky, and Tachi was dealing a lot of true damage. So true damage can ultimately counter tanky heroes easily, and that is why Omen and I died. But the good thing is we cleared the minions in the middle lane before going to the fight, and because of that, see, their high ground tower is at very low HP automatically, because they didn't clear the minions before coming to the fight. They almost lost their high ground tower. Now Bright is back, and he is attacking the Sage buff instead of defending the tower. So that is what you guys are thinking right now. Like most of you guys might not know, Bright won't be able to defend against these three. He can defend this tower but not the first tower. So instead of wasting time, he just goes to the Sage buff and gets that first. So instead of trying to defend a tower, which you can never defend against Tachi, Kha'Zix and Lubu, you can do something at that time. Instead of wasting time, he went and get the blue buff. Now we are back in the middle lane, and what we are doing now is we are waiting for the Dark Slayer to spawn at 15 minutes. So it's almost 15 minutes into the match now, and see, the Dark Slayer is spawning. So once we get this, we should be able to end the match for sure, because this thing is too powerful. Whichever team gets this first, they are most likely to win any match. So if it's 15 minutes, try your best to get this thing. It is super OP, and it is like a super minion who won't die at all, and it also deals a lot of damage to the tower. So this spawns at 15 minutes, and once it spawns, just go and get it. That's the best thing you can do to win any match. So now the Slayer will spawn in the middle lane, and it will push with us. So we can just clear these waves now. And we lost Yan, but we should be able to win the fight without Yan, because this Slayer is equal to 3 of our teammates. So we'll just wait for it to come here. Until then, see, the opponents also lost 3 of their heroes, right? So we can just win, because it's only Lubu and Kha'Zix here, and both of them won't be able to stop me. And Lorian has also spawned now, and our minion is inside the tower. We are also under the tower is attacking us, but we don't even care about that, because we are so tanky, and we also have a lot of life steal. See, we are still at full HP, and Lorian had 25% HP. I was just able to kill him with my first ability. And now the Slayer is also under tower, so this is going to be the end of the match. Yeah. And finally, to summarize everything that I said in this video, as a support, never go and stand simply in the abyssal lane with your marksman and babysit them. That is going to be useless. Always try to play as aggressive as possible with your mage or your assassin, or go into the enemy jungle in the case of Mina, and you can indirectly help your marksman, because the enemy team will be forced to respond to you. So see, we did 28% damage, and we have taken 36% damage. So this is not what you usually see being done by a support, right? So Mina is very powerful because she deals true damage, and that is why we were able to do that much. And the opponents were also not aware that they are the ones who are making me strong. So we got 9 kills, and that is the highest amount of kill in our whole team. So Zata was 8, and the others were lower than that. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you all found this video entertaining and helpful. There are other playstyles in which you can play the support, and that I will cover in my future videos when I get a good gameplay of those playstyles. So that's all for today's video, and if you guys found this video entertaining and helpful, make sure to support me by hitting the like and subscribe button. I hope you all have a really great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.